And hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart and I'm returning on a brand new video for tutorials of GS. Today's tutorial, we're taking a look at the second tip on how to speed up your computer in my speeding up your computer series. Kind of have a long name, but today's tip is probably some of you know this very well. However, we tend to forget about it and we tend to not be on top of it very much. For me, for example, I don't really check what programs have been installed and which ones I don't need anymore. I don't really check my browser to see what add-ons I don't need anymore. I don't really check any of that stuff, frequently to clean it up. So one of the best ways to speed up your computer is to clean up anything that you're not using anymore. Last video we were looking at programs that were starting up and were running that you don't use, and we showed you how to take care of those. Well, today we're going to show you how to take care of programs and add-ons and things in your browser that you don't need and you want to get rid of to speed up your computer. So first of all, we're going to take a look at the programs that you may not need, and for the most part across all Windows operating systems it's exactly the same. How you get there is a little different for each, but the way you get there from every operating system is through the control panel. So let's go ahead and go to the control panel first. Now once you have your control panel open, you want to look for programs, which is right here. And then in programs, you want to look for uninstall a program, which should be the first link here. When you click this, you'll see a list populated with all the programs that you have. Now you can categorize these by the amount of space they take, by the time that you installed them. I like to categorize them by the time I installed them, because old programs that tend to be on your computer for a long time you may not even use anymore. So organizing them by date installed is a very good idea. To do that, you just have to click the date tab at the very top. Installed date, actually. Now if we take a look at this, some of these programs you may even see that have been installed very recently, and if you feel like some of these programs you don't need and some of these programs were installed automatically that you don't want, you can very easily remove them by right clicking them and clicking uninstall. After that, it'll just ask you for a prompt. You can just click yes and follow the uninstallation dialog box. But if we were to scroll all the way down to the bottom, we see a lot of this stuff is old and some of it is part of your computer. You don't want to remove anything that you need, such as your drivers. You don't want to remove that. Anything that looks like it's part of your computer or that has your or that you may not know about. You can always research it on Google. You can always look a program up to see if you need it or not. But just be aware of what you're installing, because some of these things you do need. But if you realize and recognize something that you don't use anymore, or even just a long time ago, or that seems like it's just advertisements and all this other crap like weather bug and all this stuff, if you see that type of stuff, you can easily uninstall that. For example, the programs I have here, pretty much I use all these. However, one of these programs I don't really use anymore, which is the free alarm clock. So you can easily just right click this, click uninstall, and you'll see how much space it actually takes up on your computer. Now, depending on, let me just close this real quick. Depending on how big the program is, some of these may take up gigabytes, some of these may take up just megabytes, but MB is basically the smaller unit of space and GB is usually the higher unit of space. So if you see something with like 3 GB, it's taking 3 gigabytes of your computer's space, which is a lot. If you see something with 3 MB, it's only 3 megabytes, which is very small. As you see, here's the uninstallation box, and this is pretty much how all of your programs will uninstall, like this. Then you'll see the program is removed from your list, and you basically have freed up some space on your computer. Now this is with programs. We want to look at the browser as well, because usually computers tend to run slow when you have the browser open, and you have a lot of add-ons on your browser. Now each browser is very different, however most of them function the same way. Internet Explorer should have a add-ons button, Firefox should have a add-ons button, and Chrome has an extensions button. All these you can find in the settings section of your browser. I'll show you an example with Google Chrome, and I'll see if I can show you an example with Internet Explorer as well. So we have Chrome opened here, and where you want to go is to the top right, the little bars here, and you want to go to More Tools, and then Extensions. And here are basically all of the add-ons that you've installed or that have been installed on your Google Chrome web browser. If some of these you don't need, you want to make sure that you remove these by clicking the little trash can icon here, because some of these do take up some of your computer space, do take up your memory, do take up the amount of time it takes for a page to load. For the most part though, a lot of these I do need, but if you didn't need one, or if you want to disable it for the time being, disabling these also saves some of your computer memory and makes your browser go a little faster. So checking the enable or checking the enable button will also save some time. But for the most part, if you want to delete them, you can delete them like so. I'll go ahead and show you an example of Internet Explorer real quick, and then that'll be pretty much it. Now, similar near the top right corner, there is a gear wheel button here. You can click that, and then you can click Manage Add-ons. Now, in this window, you'll see all the toolbars and extensions that you have installed in your Internet Explorer, and similarly, you can easily uninstall them as well, just like in Google Chrome. The way you do that is just by clicking on one of these, and you have a little button at the bottom here that says Disable. And that will basically speed up your browser as well. So those are the two key things that you want to look at: programs and add-ons and extensions. That should speed up your computer a little bit. If you want to take a look at the original first video, there was an annotation and a card at the very beginning of the video. If you want to go check that one out, our first tip. And stay tuned for more tips. More are going to be coming. I really want to get this series done well to help you guys get your computer sped up if you're having problems. Because I know I've run into that problem several times, and I've gone through tons and tons of methods to speed up my computer, and I kind of want to share them with you. That'll be for this video. We have plenty of other content on our tutorial channel. If you want to check it out, be great. You can leave a like, comment if you have any questions, any feedback. I'll try to reply to everything. And that'll be for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and I hope that this video helped you out in any way. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It'll really help me out. If you didn't like it, you can leave a comment as well, giving some feedback. If you have any other comments or questions, please leave them in the comments as well, and I'll do my best to answer them. I usually respond to comments within 24 to 48 hours, depending on your question and depending on how busy I am. I have plenty of other content on my channel about different software tutorials and how-to videos, so if you're interested in that type of stuff, check it out. And if you like what you're seeing, you can subscribe too. Really appreciate it. You can also check out my other channels and social media as shown on the screen right now. And with that, thank you so much everyone, and this is GSmaniamsmart, and I'll be back sooner than you think. Don't go anywhere.